What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today we're reviewing bulk stimulants, DMAA. Is it worth it? So before I get into this, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day now, from health food reviews, supplement reviews, gizmos, gadgets, goodies, all sorts of good finds for you fine folks out there. So click subscribe and let's get into this. So happy New Year to everybody. I am excited to review this product right here. I've been waiting to review this. Before I get into the conversation I'm going to have with you here, I want you to know that this is a research product. This is not for human consumption. This is made for experimental use only. So Garage Gym Homie has to tell you that. Got to put it out there. So DMAA. So I have a lot to say here. DMAA, what I'm going to tell you is about what I know about DMAA, and then I'm going to tell you about my experience with this. So I've used a lot of pre-workouts. Some claim to have DMAA, some claim to have DMHA. You never really know what's in these pre-workouts, because a lot of these companies put things on the label, and when you use them, they feel different. I could take one product that says 200 milligrams of 2-amino. I could take another company's product that says 200 milligrams of 2-amino, and they feel completely freaking different to me. So the labels on those products mean nothing to me. So going into this, really I assume that I don't really know what DMAA is supposed to feel like. I didn't know. Bulk Stimulants sent this over to me. They also sent over Genesis, if that's how you pronounce it. So I didn't really go into this knowing what to expect with DMAA. I know it's a strong stimulant, and I watched another review on it previously before I even got it. This guy Josh TV, I forget, Real Josh TV, I forget his YouTube. He's got a good channel. He compared the bulk stimulants DMAA to DMHA. So I'll tell you what he said if you haven't seen his review. So before I started experimenting with this, what I did was I went out and I got me you can't just get a regular scale to use this. You got to get what's called a milligram scale or a jewelry scale. So I found one at the local smoke shop. It was $50. You can see there. This was the highest rated one that I could find online. Amazon had a ton of high ratings. This is the Gemini 20 by AWS. If any of you need a milligram scale. So what I did was, you get the scale. Before you get down to business, you calibrate it. They give you this little 10-gram weight with it, so you know, because you can't, when it comes to this DMAA or DMHA or whatever you're getting, you can't play around with guessing and all that. Bulk Stimulants sent me a spoon. You could see it's freaking teeny tiny. That's 10 milligrams, what this spoon holds approximately. But I wasn't gonna play games and just start scooping for each 10. I wanted everything to be super exact. So I calibrated the scale and got down to business. So I seeked out some advice about this from a few people, because, you know, I talked to the Review Brothers, talked to TJ from Fitness Deal News, and what I ended up deciding to do was I started low. I started at 10 milligrams. I knew that the dosages for DMAA what the person who sent it to me from Bulk Stimulants told me was experiments are conducted between 10 and 100. People conduct experiments with this between 10 and 100 milligrams. So I started with 10 milligrams. What I did was I put it in my pre-workout, 10 milligrams on the scale, threw it in Stim 5. It's a pre-workout I chose purposely because the only stimulant really in it was caffeine. So I knew that any effects would stand out. I was very, very conscious of what I wasn't gonna throw this in some like crazy DMHA pre-workout and then I don't know what I'm feeling from what. It wouldn't have made sense for the experiment. So I threw it in the Stim 5. I went hard on the weights. I was feeling good and I was like, wow, I'm feeling really good. You know, it was 10 milligrams, so I had to assume my good feeling, it was the first time I used that pre-workout anyway, was from the pre-workout, okay? So my decision was, after consulting some, the people I trusted, I was gonna increase the dose from 10 to 20 to 30. I had no rush. There was no reason for me to rush this process. So I was gonna keep increasing the dose by 10 milligrams each time up to 100 milligrams to see how it felt. Now, mind you, I never used it my plan was really to use it once a week, increasing by 10 milligrams each time. So it didn't end up happening exactly like that. It ended up happening pretty much almost maybe twice a week. I'd say once a week, I'd put it in a pre-workout. That would be like on the weekend when I do when I hit the weights with a stim pre-workout, because I wanted to use it earlier in the day in case it kept me up, because it's DMAA and the anticipation. And the other way that I used it was in the morning before work. When I did my fasted morning cardio, I would mix it with a powder fat burner, something that I drink, not like a pill fat burner, a powder fat burner. That way I could mix it in there, like a Alpha Lion Cheetah Burn, a Redcon 1 Double Tap, or I had a Pure Cut Supps. They're thermogenic 200 milligram of caffeine supplement, whatever, for the morning. So one of those three, I'd mix it in, shake it up, take it, going up. So sometimes I'd use it twice a week, sometimes I use it once a week. There were a lot of days where I think I was nervous when I would jump up to 60 milligrams and be like, oh my God, did I freaking put too much on the scale and forget? Maybe I did 600 milligrams and my heart rate would go up to freaking 180 while I'm doing cardio because of the anxiety and nervousness of using this crazy research, product that I don't know where the heck it's sourced from or anything. So the truth is that I got all the way up to 100 milligrams with mixing it in the drinks. There were some days where I was like, yeah, I'm feeling it, I'm feeling really good. But then most of the time I took it, I was like, I don't think this did anything for me. Because when I take things like Pre-Phase KO or the Fat Burner Vanquish Hardcore Lean Phase, I feel DMHA. I know dang well I feel what the heck is in there. I don't have to ask myself, am I feeling it? Am I feeling it? Am I feeling it? Am I feeling it? To me, it's never been a question. So when I take this and all day, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm feeling it. Nah, maybe not, maybe not. I have to assume I'm really not feeling it. And you gotta remember, I'm taking it with some good fat burners too, that give me good mood elevation energy. So a lot of times I have to assume that's what I was really feeling, was the good energy from that, because I don't think I felt anything. So to keep going, I went back and I watched the dude's review on Real Josh TV, and he said that when he mixed it with a drink, it didn't work. He had to put it, I didn't catch this the first time I heard the review. He said he had to put it direct. He said something happens when you mix it with a drink where it doesn't work. He said when he put it directly on his tongue and let it dissolve, then he really felt it. So I went back down to 60 milligrams, put it on my tongue. The thing tasted freaking disgusting. Let it dissolve, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it again. So I waited another 5 days and went up to 100 milligrams, put it on the tongue, let it dissolve, and I didn't feel it at all. 100, I could have taken a nap like 2 hours later. I mean, there were times where I was like, I think I'm feeling something, like I said, but it was not distinct, you know. And the reason this sucks to do, and I'm not going past 100 milligrams to play around with it. My opinion is if I go past 100 milligrams and I don't feel this, then I should feel this by 100 milligrams letting it dissolve on my tongue. So it sucks because I get a lot of comments on the YouTube channel. People have said like, dude, you got to try bulk stimulants DMAA. I'm like, they're like, it's freaking awesome. I use, you know, one guy told me yesterday, I use 50 to 60 milligrams and I'm like, you know, it freaking works like crazy. And so I've been hesitant to do this review because I feel like one day I'm just gonna take it and be jacked out of my freaking mind. And I don't wanna go on the internet and be like, bulk stimulants, DMAA is bunk, it doesn't work. And then one day I'm gonna take it and be like, oh, I regret doing that review because now I've trashed their product and it really did work, finally. Like, but I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I told you I've taken it now. If I went 10 to 100, I took it 10 times plus the 2 on my tongue. 12 times I've taken the thing. I've given 70 milligrams to my brother in a pre-workout. He said he didn't feel anything either. So I gotta say, I don't think this one is worth it unless I got like a bunk batch or something. I don't think my tolerance to DMAA is so high where I wouldn't feel 100 milligrams. If it's the once a week I take it, I'm pretty sure I would know what 100 milligrams of DMAA would feel like if it's as, you know, potent as everybody says it is. So anyway, I'm just, you know, I told you I'm always going to give it to you straight. I'm not going to come on here and tell you. And it sucks because they sent it to me. So I feel bad kind of doing these reviews. Somebody, you know, sends me a free product and I go on and say it didn't work, but hey man, I'm trying to, you know, grow this channel based on honest reviews and, you know, not just giving good reviews because someone sent me a product. I would love to try their DMHA. I have a feeling it would probably be more legit. Based on, you know, because the guy on Real Josh TV, I don't even know if I'm saying his freaking YouTube channel right. It's probably the only other bulk stimulants review you're gonna find on YouTube. I think he went on and he said the DMHA was very euphoric, and he explained the DMAA that it had like a strong backbone energy. I didn't feel that at all. So if he felt the euphoria from the DMHA, it's probably legit DMHA because I get a real euphoric feeling when I take pre-workouts that claim to have DMHA. I was always told that DMAA had a much more euphoric feeling, but who knows, man? Who am I told by? Clowns on the internet? Don't listen to people on the internet anyway. I'm going to give it to you straight, and that's what I got. So listen, if you've used this product and you're like, you're tripping, Garage Gym Homie, that thing is the real deal, comment, let me know. Maybe I did something wrong, but hey, that's what I got for you. And look, man, Garage Gym Homie, together, 2021, See that hashtag High Stim Saturday? Use that hashtag if you're hitting the weights on a High Stim Saturday. Tag me in it. I'm trying to get that going. And together, 2021, let's get this dang muscle. Reach out to me. I love to talk with you. If you like the review, please subscribe to the channel. I would truly, honestly, really appreciate it. And if you didn't like the review, I'd also appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. I think this is going to be a good year for muscle building, and I'm just sending blessings to all of you. I'm out.